Hey there, Catherine here from the Progress DevRel team. And today I want to show you just how easy it is to build out a first prototype for your React app using the Kendo UI Generator. Now, I want to make a simple AI usage monitoring dashboard using KendoReact components. So in VS Code, I opened up Copilot and started my message by calling the Kendo UI Generator. Then I just prompted it in plain language. I included a couple of things that I wanted to make sure made it into my prototype, like the ability to track the usage of different models and teams, and a kind of clean, streamlined design. Then I just sat back and let it get to work. Now, full disclaimer, in case you had not already noticed, I did speed this part of the video up a little bit. In real life, it took about 12 minutes for it to process this first prompt and then generate my new React app starting from an empty folder. That would make for a pretty long and pretty boring video, so we're going to watch this part in fast forward mode. Still, I didn't want to skip it entirely, because I think it's really cool to see how the Kendo UI generator makes use of its own suite of specialized tools in order to complete the task. Here, we'll see it call things like the accessibility assistant, the style assistant, the component assistant. You can also call each one of those directly into the chat box yourself if you like, in exactly the same way that I called the UI generator. When this is done, I can see that it set up a Vite-based React app for me, which makes sense, right? This is a very simple one-page kind of situation. So as I'm kind of flipping through the code here, everything's looking pretty good at first glance, so there's really only one thing left to do. Run the app and see how it looks. And not bad. Okay, as requested, we have a very clean, minimalist-looking dashboard here. I can see all my charts are interactive, I've got my data grid down here at the bottom, and I can swap between teams and see that dummy data update in the cards along the top. This is a pretty solid first draft, but there are still a couple of changes that I would like to make. So first off, while I was kind of clicking around, I noticed that my export button in the top right doesn't actually export anything. So let's fix that. I'll prompt the UI generator to make the button actually, work, and let it handle wiring up all that functionality. Now, when we click our Export Report button, we get a little text file that includes all of that monitoring data. Much better. The next thing that I want to kind of fix is that the data grid is further down the page than I would really like. It's got important hypothetical information in it, so I'd really like to see that positioned above the charts instead. I'll ask the UI generator to adjust the layout for me, and it does. We'll even do a quick check here to make sure that it's responsive for mobile, and yeah, everything's looking really good and it's stacking the cards in the way that I would want. Except the theme is a little bit boring, don't you think? I know that's probably my fault. I was the one who told it to make a clean and modern design, and I clearly underestimated just how monochrome that was going to be. But as you can probably tell from my VS Code theme, I really like purple, so let's actually just ask the UI generator to rework the theme to have a more polished look using white and purple accents and that glassmorphism style that's really trendy right now. It's going to check out the situation with our current CSS, make some updates, run some checks, and oh, that is much better. It still looks very clean and very professional, but now it is so much less dull and gray. It's even got some really nice, subtle hover effects when I'm mousing over the cards, which is a nice touch that I did not specifically ask it to include. Now, in real time, this project took me about 25 minutes to create, between prompting and code generation, those kind of review and iteration cycles that we went through. What we got from our first prompt was really, really good though, and 25 minutes is definitely faster than I could have built this on my own. With a little bit of additional guidance, we were able to create a functional prototype that really shines. If you're feeling curious, you can start a KendoReact 30-day free trial and check it out for yourself. We can't wait to see what you and the UI generator will build together.